Hey, so real quick, just wanted to make a kind of a walkthrough or like a run through, just kind of looking at HoneyBook and just kind of give you a quick little show of how I have it set up, some of the different stuff you can do, and just so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like in here as like an actual paying person. I think there is like a free trial that you get for I think 7 days that has a lot of the features. I think maybe all of them, but figured if I can give you a quick little concise type of look here. So right here is the home page where it's got obviously all these different things right here. It's pretty straightforward. Projects, that's basically anything you've got actively going on at all, even inquiries. Calendar, you can keep yourself organized and sync your different calendars. I use Google Calendar and Calendly, so those show up there. Anything that I've got booked. Bookkeeping, imagine this is like a simplified version of QuickBooks. Tasks, you can obviously make your own little like things you need to get done, either for the day or this week or anything like that. I haven't really gone crazy in depth here yet, but reports, again, also kind of a simplified version of QuickBooks. It's only got recent projects in here from the past like week and a half or so, but yeah, I mean, not enough data yet, but just some stuff that you can kind of check out. Yeah, so here's kind of where there's also more tools, stuff that you can check out. There's the bulk of it is kind of in projects though. So if you click here, this is like my process right here, going all the way through it. There's a stock one that it comes with that kind of just shows like how the HoneyBook expects someone in the creative service industry to kind of have someone flow through. So there's a few that are like smart stages where they will come in, like if someone fills out your contact form, they immediately go into the inquiry phase right here. And you can obviously manually add stuff too, but like you have full manual control, but a lot of it is automated. So here's all my active projects going on that I've just recently added into HoneyBook here. And then, so each different step has like different automated things or suggested steps to do. So if I have an inquiry, I can set, I believe, like a couple days after to send a follow-up. So if I have like a brochure or something like that, I can customize that, then it'll automatically send out to them within like 2 or 3 days afterward, or a day afterward, just like to let them know, hey, thanks for submitting. Here's a little bit more about us. Since I have a discovery site kind of set up, it's not as useful for me, but it's cool to have that option. Meeting, this is like, you know, if a sales meeting basically. Proposal sent. This is the part that I like because you can send invoices, contracts, or proposals, which is like they call that like the combination of both. Super convenient because it's just the invoice with like the project terms and the pricing, tax and everything like that, and then your contract, and they can both sign it digitally right there and also pay electronically, like right online, all in one spot. And that alone has just saved me so much time, like already. Once it shows you when they open it, it shows if they haven't viewed it. If they haven't viewed it, it will send me like a notification to suggest reminding them or following up. Really just user-friendly. Once they sign it, it'll go into this step automatically. And then you can countersign, stuff like that. Very intuitive, straightforward, easy process. Then once they send their retainer, I have it set as 50%. You can also set automatic project payments. So like your terms can be 2 weeks before the project date start and 2 weeks after, or like 4 weeks after, however you want to structure to get paid. You can go in and adjust all that in the proposal as well. retainer paid, cool. That means like this is just where there are. I believe there is an automatic step to move them to planning, but for me, I've just manually moved it there because on my end, I have like Calendly set up where I have available times and dates that clients, once they've paid, they have private access to my like not to my secret bookings, which is deep dive and VBC shoot. So they can schedule 90 minutes for a deep dive based on my availability, and a 4-hour time slot for VBC shoot based on my availability. And how I have it set up, you can go in and create a bunch of different templates, contracts, invoices, proposals, emails, and so we'll just go in here. I'll show you. So this is the project workspace, I believe they call it, where all the people that need to be looped in get looped in here. You can give yourself a bunch of details, like how the referral came in, what stage it's at. There's like time tracking, all these other different things, workflow. I haven't even messed with workflows yet because this is still new to me, but that's basically like stuff that needs to get done detailed. So I have a template created that once someone moves to the retainer paid phase for a video business card, there's a whole long email that explains what the next step, what's going to happen, and it has the private links to my deep dive scheduling and my video business card shoot scheduling, and that basically automatically will go out. I'm sure there's a way to automatically set it up to send out, but all I have to do once it gets there is click template, VBC, scheduling, send, and it'll go out to them. And then it's on them, the ball's in their court to pick dates and times. And that's awesome. So that's kind of that. I mean, the rest of it, it's all just like whatever makes most sense for your actual business. I have, after it's completed, I have other additional steps that I can follow if I want to. Implementation, if I'm doing strategy with them, afterward testimonial request, and then at that point it's complete project wrap. You can also archive them if they're no longer an active project. So that's kind of the workflow or pipeline setup for HoneyBook. Like I said, templates, you've got all different stuff like contact form, all different emails for different situations. Like, let's see. Okay, so like here's a cool sample one that they have. Request for a testimonial. So it's just like one of their contributors made this this guide as like an example. You can obviously put in like based on the project information, it'll pull out like client first name or client last name or stuff like that. And that can just like auto send out as well. Awesome stuff. Yeah, I mean, it goes deeper than I need it to right now. If you sell packages or other services, you can get all into that too. If we go into a proposal right here, video business card proposal I made. So this was the last one. I can tweak price obviously as needed, but what I really like is you can enter all these different variable slots. So first client full name, email, address, project date, like agreement date, project type, so it'll fill in as video business card, all these different things, payment terms, project information that I've set already will show up in here and auto populate. So that's huge too. Very just streamlines the whole process. Lots of just awesome stuff. Workflows, if you're someone who is like working with other people too and want them to be able to follow along with steps, you can go in here and it kind of just, it's, I guess, kind of like a Trello board maybe, where it's, okay, this is the first part of this workflow. So maybe like inquiry, send a questionnaire, follow-up email after that's been sent, archive lead. Oh, okay, it's like, okay, if it's a new lead that comes in, archive them. There's YouTube videos that go really in depth about this. I haven't messed with it yet, but if you're curious and it's something that works for you, check those out. Just wanted to give you kind of a 30,000 foot view of this right now, but batch emails. I didn't even know this was a thing. That's awesome. I dropped MailChimp because I didn't use it a whole lot, but now I have it here, so more or less. Yeah, just lots of awesome stuff. You can sync all your different accounts, QuickBooks, Calendly, Google, all that type of stuff. I'm loving it. It's drastically improved my life. So if you're not using any type of CRM yet, I highly recommend this. If you have any kind of more direct questions about it, let me know. If you decide that you do want to use it, let me know. They sent me like a referral code or whatever, so like you literally get 50% off if you decide that you want to use it for like the annual thing or whatever. But yeah, hoping that this kind of just like gave you some insight as to how it's set up and how it looks. And let me know if you got any other questions.